Hello, how can I help you today?
Bhavishji, I'm a little disturbed with the news which is coming in the media, right, regarding how married women, what they go through and all. And more I'm listening or reading about it, I'm trying to avoid that news content. But the more I read about it, I feel very helpless, frustrated, and also a lot of like I feel there's a lot of injustice which has happened is happening in the world, but more specifically I see it happening to me.
How you?
That's where I wanted to talk to you.
Sure. How does it specifically align with? I understand the value system that you have and the respect you would have for fellow women. Apart from that, ये आपको कितना impact इतना ज़्यादा क्यों ऐसा कर रहा है? मतलब when it becomes personal, I want to ask you, at what point does it become personal?
Sir, regarding, like in Trisha Sharma's case, right, for example, so people who are very educated, they do it they're very smart, and they say it in certain things that, first of all, there is not even a realization. Second, our conditioning as an Indian women is that बड़े लोग बोल रहे हैं, मदर इन लॉ हैं, सिस्टर इन लॉ हैं, तो उनको चुपचाप सुनो आप, right? And don't even give your opinion, don't even say anything, just be quiet, not even say yes or no, just be quiet, right? And that's where my personal experience also has been on these lines, where in a very subtle way, with me, I was told when I was working, यार हमारे खानदान में तो हम तो कभी आपसे पूछते भी नहीं कि आपकी क्या सैलरी है. सब लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं, like, पूछते हैं कि क्या सैलरी है. हमने तो आपसे कभी नहीं पूछा. So, and then immediately, how much is your salary? And I was very young, I didn't know, and I was like, I didn't have any awareness about the world, so I would tell my salary, right?
Okay.
Then same thing with when I was not having a child, right? Now that is something which really is painful for me, because salary तक तो ठीक था, because okay ठीक है, मेरी salary है, मैं बता दूंगी. वैसे भी तो not many people know about my salary, right?
True.
Because I used to work with MNCs and all.
Okay.
But then when about the child, I was told, like whenever I'm sitting with my in-laws, in absence of my husband. So all this used to happen in absence of my husband.
Right.
So I was told, like, I was compared to my brother-in-law. They were family, that पंडित जी ने उनको तो बोला कि इन दोनों का तो बच्चा नहीं होगा, but we are a very progressive family, हम तो कुछ नहीं कहते, कुछ नहीं करते, हमने तो पंडित जी को बोल दिया तो क्या हो गया, ये दोनों अगर खुश हैं तो शादी कर देंगे, बच्चे तो अडॉप्ट भी कर सकते हैं. And I was told all this when my devar had already married and had 2 kids.
Right.
And so we got married after our devar, right?
Okay.
So that time, I used to feel very, unworthy and
Correct.
lesser being, right? And I did not know how to process it, and I only knew my reality that I don't have a child.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell my husband, I couldn't tell my parents, I couldn't tell my friends. I had no friends actually. And I'm that kind of a person who was very busy in the work, and I would not do these kind of talks to anybody.
Right.
But somewhere it used to hurt me a lot. And I think I tried to ignore it for a very long time. And then, any which ways, I think that if I reflect back now, that got me to leave my job at the peak of my career.
Okay.
And I said, and it was my decision, not that directly it was told to me, right?
Sure.
So it was told to me just the way I'm telling you.
Okay.
And I told my husband one day that I want to leave the job because, with both of us in this kind of a job, we won't be able to start the family. So he said, okay, whatever you feel right, you do. So as always, his statements are like that, and for me it was full of love and care and support, right? And I said, okay, theek hai, I will leave the job, right? And we both were working at the same level, and for us it has always been like equals, right?
Correct.
So I felt that my husband is so nice, right? He's always giving me the freedom to do things and all. I went ahead and I resigned. And after resignation, I went to the gynae and I asked, like, this is how it is. So I want to start the family. So they said, okay, do the test and all. And since because of my age, they said, you don't have so much time to, experiment and wait. So take some medical assistance, though there is no problem in any of your reports.
Correct.
So I started going for some medical treatments, assisted, assistance in terms of reproduction. And so there I faced a lot of failure, right? And I come from a background where as a child, I have been a very bright child, teacher's favorite, parents' favorite, relatives' favorite, everybody's favorite. I had not seen much of failure in my life till then, until this IUIs and IVFs happened. So it was again breaking me down to the next level.
So what?
I am not good enough.
Sure. So what I understand from what you have mentioned so far, and definitely we'll talk more about it. What I understand from this at the moment is that today what you see happening to women, you find so much resonance with it that it becomes painful to
Absolutely.
you. And what it is doing is, kahin na kahin, while you're resonating, you're seeing yourself in them, and it is reminding you of those painful moments that
This is
those
more
experiences.
painful because it is happening to women who are educated, who
Correct.
otherwise are very successful. They have a voice in the outside their family.
Yeah.
They're able to talk. I'm not talking about a village woman जो घूंघट में है, जिसको बोलना नहीं आता, या जिसके बचपन से ऐसी है कि वो पढ़ाई लिखाई नहीं की है, उसको नहीं मालूम कि अपने हस्बैंड के बिना कैसे बोलना है.
Correct.
Yeah. So, what actually pains me is that because I have been there, being educated, I myself was a trainer, right? So the trainer's job is to talk. I just couldn't say a word.
Okay.
And how this happens, I don't know. And what pains me is that either there are extremes for women, either they will be into some news headlines because there are no more, or they will go insane, or if they are speaking, that's the next level of pain I feel, because if you speak that no, this is not right, we should not think like this, then they'll say, oh, you speak too much, you are very aggressive. My
Right.
daughter is, so she's so this thing. Women who work are very dominating and aggressive and controlling. So it's like, what am I supposed to do?
Okay. So, like I said, the main trouble that you mentioned was, okay, correct me if I'm diverging. One is that whenever you see the news around and it bothers you so much that it gives you a lot of pain. Or is it that actually the second part is also very similar, that you're trying to resolve the issues that you have from before. Okay? And whatever news at the moment you're watching, even if you don't watch it, the trouble still remains. Because आपके अंदर जो भी अपने experiences देखे हैं, they never got a chance to process, because obviously हमारे को कई बार चीज़ों का पता नहीं होता. And
Exactly. What you're saying now, Bhavesh ji, it is, I couldn't earlier define what was happening to me. Right?
Correct.
But now when I read about it, I understand what it is.
Correct.
And then it pains more, because being a person with some intellect, some, understanding, it pains that, oh my God, this happened and I was so stupid to not even see through this. How can I be so stupid, right? To not see through this. In the outside world, I am getting awards, recognition, promotions. But here in my own inner world, in my little family, I am treated like a doormat, I'm treated like a donkey, I'm treated like a woman who knows nothing.
Okay.
Chup raho,
Okay.
tumhe nahi pata. So, so that's what I'm saying. If I delayer it, why this news is triggering me is because I'm understanding it.
So it reminds you that, and pardon my language, it reminds you that you were stupid at one point of time. That is what
I still feel I'm stupid in front of these people.
Correct.
I still feel, I'm sorry, but I still feel they are such beautiful way of communication, beautiful way of saying things. हमने तो पूछा नहीं, हमने तो तुम्हें कभी कुछ कहा नहीं, और तुम तो अपनी मर्जी की करती हो, तुम्हें, and then the very next time I do not even know what food I should order. And then what would I tell to my husband? You order the food.
Sure.
Whatever you order is good for me.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
If you don't mind. So, personally speaking, when I was young in the sense when I was a child, and my parents loved me so much, okay? They had no idea, but once or twice they mentioned something like, you're not very careful. Okay. Now, it wasn't intentional. They love me. And, we often say something to that, to our kids, which we do not even mean. कभी कभार गुस्सा आया होता है, कभी कभार प्रेशर होता है, वर्क लाइफ सिचुएशन. माई पेरेंट्स built whatever they built from scratch, like zero. From ground zero they started. So it is understandable. कभी ऑफिस में कुछ है, कभी environment में कुछ ऐसा है, कभी कभार हम ऐसा कुछ बोल देते हैं. But a child is way too innocent, and it is like a sponge. It is just absorbing things, right? And the rest of their lives they are struggling just to get this thing out. Now we know that we cannot complain in terms of like we can complain, but we cannot blame our parents for doing that, because इस environment में हम भी कभी कभार अपने बच्चों से ऐसा कुछ ना कुछ बोल जाते हैं जिसका हमारी इंटेंट वैसी नहीं होती. Correct? I'm getting to your point.
So I would like to say something here.
Sure.
Yeah, for all these years, and these years are not small number of years, for 20 plus years, I was thinking just what you just said, that they are elder, whatever they are saying, they must
no sorry,
some wisdom, and
correct.
What
So
they're saying is right.
allow me this
they
one.
do not have the intention to be mean to me, but it's just that they don't know and they're just saying it.
No.
All this time, this is how I processed it.
Sorry, ma'am. What I'm saying, I wanted to complete this. The reason why I'm saying this is I did not want to go there that it wasn't their fault. I'm not saying that. If you allow me, my question was coming to this point that is this a fault of a child that thinks that I'm worthless and I'm stupid throughout their lives just because something happened? But we know it is very probable, because अंदर से तो वही एक आवाज आ रही है कि यार you've been stupid. I'm not saying whether they did what they did was.
मैं आपको एक चीज बोलूंगी. What hurts me, or what traumatizes me to be more hurt. It's not hurt. I feel traumatic when I think about these things, because I had one world where people were praising me, appreciating me, and telling me how good I was, how brilliant I was, how they are role modeling me, and what a wonderful person I am in terms of behavior, in terms of achievements, in terms of work, in terms of everything, right?
Okay. So let me ask you this question.
In my own, when I have to stand up for myself, I was told that I was not worthy of anything. Even if I am here, it is because they are so kind, therefore I am married to this family. They are so nice, therefore I am like this. So I was never appreciated for anything I did good. Anything. Never. And
So
always I was told that my daughter, my other sister, my this one, my that one.
okay, we won't talk about personal stuff here because this is going online. But okay. So I'm sorry, I'm not trying to interject. I'm just trying to bring up the point that is more important at this point of time, while the pain remains, and I completely have this empathy towards whatever you went through. I am saying whatever they did today, what is that one line that comes from within you that, when you think about that trauma you mentioned, you are traumatic, so you are facing this trauma. What is that one line that, what does that one voice say from inside you? कि क्या हुआ था, मतलब क्या हुआ था, not the situation.
Voice says that I was always treated very unfairly.
Okay, correct.
It was very, I was treated unfairly because I have another daughter.
And what does it say about you?
So my other sister.
Sorry. Let's stick to this point. What does it say about you?
I was not able to speak up for myself.
Okay.
I was not able to stand up for myself.
Correct. So the problem.
I was not able to tell that it hurts me, and I do not appreciate these kind of talks because I myself do not do these talks. So please do not do it. With
okay.
Me.
And what?
And even if you have to do it in front of my husband. He's like.
Okay.
That time
I understand the situation.
Today I have the realization that whenever I think of these episodes, I see my husband was not there. So this realization has come to me now. That time that realization was not there.
But my point. But my point for you is at the moment to ask you, and okay, try to absorb this question within you. What does it say about you? The first thing that you mentioned was, I was treated unfairly. Okay. And let's try to absorb this. You were treated unfairly, and I asked you this question that, what does it say about you? आप अपने बारे में इस चीज को लेके क्या कहते हो, या आपके अंदर से क्या आवाज आती है कि आप क्या थे जो आपके साथ ये अनफेयर हुआ? नहीं, one word or one sentence, that's it. Not situations.
Because of jealousy.
That people were jealous of you?
Continuously compared, yeah.
You were compared.
I was ahead of everybody in the family.
Okay. So they did what they did, but...
So there are two things to it. One is, from their side, I feel they treated me unfairly because they thought, oh, she has everything, right? So we can say this to her and all that, right? She has a good job, she's earning well, this, that. And from my side, it was that I was not able to stand up for myself.
That is the problem.
If I have things for me, then it should not be punished, right?
Correct. Now my point is, then coming back to the point, what the world does to us, we have no control. Correct? There are many kinds of people, and some of them are our own relatives, our family, and some are people from the outside. But what the world does is not what we can do anything about. My question again and again is, what do we do to ourselves? Agar ek second. Sorry.
Why do they tell it to me and not to the other sister-in-law, for example?
If I go on the street, I have absolutely no control, and I cannot convince anyone कि यार ये मुझे मत बोलो, ये किसी और को जाके बोलो, ये मेरे हाथ में नहीं है, मैं किसी की जुबान नहीं पकड़ सकता. पर
my case also, because I think the same kind of treatment was given to my husband also. It was expected out of him to be.
जो उन्होंने किया, मैं उस बारे में बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. वो तो उन्होंने जो किया वो गलत ही है. I know it's unfair, and all you're wanting to hear is that unfair happened to you, and I completely resonate with that idea. I know what happened to you was unfair, but my point is कि हमने जो उसका मीनिंग निकाला, वो मीनिंग कहीं ना कहीं ये आता है कि it happened to me because either I could not speak up, or I was worthless, or I was, like in your terms, stupid.
Can I say something here?
Yes.
So all this went on for 20 plus years. I was like a quiet person. I would not say anything, not even yes. I would just not say anything.
Correct.
I would be just seal my lips, finger on the lips, seal my lips. And when COVID happened, my husband was in another city, I was in another city. And these things started affecting me more and more. One, because I had no other anchor in my life to go out and meet other people who like me and I like them, go out and watch a movie or go out and just be there, in the nature. I'm a photographer, so I like, just go out in the nature. And
Okay, not personal stuff. Okay.
So these things started happening more. Already
This
pandemic was there.
we have established this कि जो हुआ वो गलत था.
So I'm just sorry, I'm not able to articulate it, but then one fine day it was too much for me to hold on. I was feeling suffocated. I was feeling I can't breathe. And then I started telling my husband, that this is what happens to me. And at that time, he just told me, you be thick-skinned. Don't be so sensitive. And I thought, he is being so nice and supportive. And then I told him a little bit more, unfiltered. I kept telling him. And then one fine day, when he came, so on the phone, he was always telling me, don't be sensitive, be thick-skinned. And you to know these people, they're like this. They don't do it only to you, but to other people also in the family. So just ignore them. But I was not able to ignore it anymore. And when I started telling him, one fine day when he came to meet me, he said that you are so toxic to my siblings. And that just broke me. That's what I'm saying ना, silently तो life अच्छी चल रही थी. और जब बोला ना, just now I told you, I know that I could not stand up for myself. The day I stood up for myself, my relationship with my husband, which was like a fairy tale, just broke. And he gave that as a reason that I am toxic to his siblings. When they were the ones who did all this, and I only said nothing. And then I spoke. So that hurts me. That hurts me. कि नहीं बोला तो सही चल रही थी जिंदगी, तो नहीं बोलना था. यही है, ये ठीक बात बोलते हैं. पढ़ाई लिखाई कुछ नहीं होती, नहीं बोलना है. If you are married, बहू हो, सिस्टर इन लॉ हो, वाइफ हो, तो चुप रहो, सिर्फ चुप रहो. कुछ नहीं बोलो, ना हाँ ना ना. अच्छा लगा बुरा लगा कुछ नहीं बोलना है, क्योंकि आपको अच्छा लगेगा उसमें भी आपको सुनाएंगे और आपको बुरा लगा तो उसमें भी सुनाएंगे. सिर्फ चुप रहना. That hurts me.
And what do you get if अगर आप चुप रहते हो तो what do you get in return?
In my life, at least, my husband, I thought, loved me and was supportive.
You thought he loved you and was supportive, but वो जब तक कि आपका सच बाहर नहीं था, जब तक आप चुप थे. And when you spoke, that changed. What does that say? You were accepted as a part of you.
He also cannot speak up. He cannot also not stand up for
I get
himself.
it.
Who am I? I am his wife. I'm just an extension of him. He also cannot stand up for himself.
Okay. So when it comes to...
I was treated...
So...
I don't know. This is how I am processing now. I was treated like this because my husband was like this. Why the other daughter-in-law was not able to do treated like this? Because her husband never would allow, because he would not... He would speak up. And they never did this to him. In the family. Also, one son was treated differently than the other son. If he said something, no expectations from him. But from my husband, too many expectations. From me, being his wife, too many expectations. Perfect. Perfect होना चाहिए. Everything perfect.
आज जिस सिचुएशन में हम हैं, जो हम बात कर रहे हैं, उसमें शिकायत किससे है? खुद से है? बाहर के किसी से है?
सबसे पहले खुद से है.
खुद से क्या शिकायत है? आई एम कमिंग बैक टू दैट सेम थिंग.
खुद से है. मैं आपको ये बताती हूँ, मेरी शिकायत मेरी खुद से है.
क्या है वो?
सबसे पहले खुद से है, क्योंकि आई कम फ्रॉम दैट चाइल्डहुड. मेरे फादर ने, my father had a very humble background, right? He was in army.
शिकायत क्या कहती है? सॉरी, मैं एक बार मतलब आई एम कमिंग टू द पॉइंट, क्योंकि मिस ना हो जाए. शिकायत क्या कहती है? खुद से जो शिकायत है वो क्या कहती है?
शिकायत ये कहती है कि आपके माँ बाप ने आपके ऊपर इन्वेस्ट करके ठीक नहीं किया, आपको पढ़ा लिखा के ठीक नहीं किया, आपको उनको बाकी लड़कियों की तरह ही ट्रीट करना चाहिए था.
वो उनकी बात हो गई.
इसके लिए पैसे रखने चाहिए थे, आपको पढ़ाना नहीं चाहिए.
वो उनकी बात हो गई.
सिखाना चाहिए था कि ससुराल में जाके सिर्फ चुप रहना है और हम जो है बहुत सारे पैसे दे देंगे ताकि तुम्हें कभी भी ये कुछ नहीं कहेंगे, क्योंकि हम इतने पैसे दे देंगे इनको, हमारी एजुकेशन में जो लगाए ना उसकी जगह दे देंगे।
Okay, allow me now.
ये शिकायत है मुझे अपने आप से।
ये आपकी शिकायत में आपके पेरेंट्स के लिए है, आपके लिए खुद के लिए क्या शिकायत है?
यही शिकायत है कि आई हैव फेल्ड माय पेरेंट्स।
Okay.
Why did my father take his savings to make me go to the best of the schools and colleges? ये शिकायत है मुझे कि नहीं, लड़की हूँ तो लड़की की तरह ही रखना था, शादी जो होनी थी मेरी।
अब मैं आपसे एक सवाल कर सकता हूँ? मैं आपसे एक सवाल कर सकता हूँ? आपके पेरेंट्स ने जो आप अपने बच्चे के लिए करोगे उन्होंने वही किया, गिविंग यू द बेस्ट ऑफ द एजुकेशन। अभी डोंट कम टू एनी कंक्लूजन्स, जस्ट हियर मी आउट। जो आप अपने बच्चों के लिए करोगे वही उन्होंने किया।
I feel really painful because my father is no more.
Correct.
I want to see in his eyes and see how he is not proud of me anymore. That pains me.
Okay. He did the best he could do so that you are happy. Correct?
And then mine is an arranged marriage. So when all this happened, you know, all this came out on my mother. I told her, आपने मेरी इस घर में शादी क्यों किया, आपने चेक क्यों नहीं किया, ये लोग ऐसे हैं। And you know, because I could speak, because I can speak in front of my parents, in front of my friends, I don't have to be scared to speak in front of them. So I told my mother, but in front of them I cannot, because they will disown me and they will blame me and they will put everything on me because they are very powerful. They are very पढ़े लिखे, but they have lot of intelligence. I'm a stupid person.
And what happens if they blame you?
So it will break my marriage. What will happen to my daughter?
Just in order to
Learn from it.
Okay, just in order to keep a marriage that is giving you so much pain and you are not yourself, okay, and you also think that you are somehow not doing justice to what your father did for you, the love that he gave you. So just because you want to be,
This is my conditioning. I don't know my previous birth, this birth, I don't know. All I know is I did not marry very early in life. I was building my life and I got married at the age of 25. उस जमाने के हिसाब से ये जल्दी की शादी नहीं है। हमारे जमाने में 20 कॉलेज से निकलते ही शादी हो जाती थी। There are so many of my friends who got married when they were in third year or when they were in second year and so on. I got married at the age of 25. I had a beautiful career. I had already traveled across the world. I had the best of the life. And when I got married, it was out of my choice, even if it was an arranged marriage. What hurts me is that I lost myself. I lost myself क्योंकि ये मेरा डिसीजन था कि मैं शादी करनी है मुझे और मेरे को जिससे शादी करनी है, marriage is for the lifetime. It's not कि अभी थोड़ा दूसरा किया, अभी नहीं पसंद आया तो तोड़ दिया। ये मुझे मेरे पेरेंट्स ने नहीं सिखाया है, ये मैंने खुद से सीखा है। आई डोंट नो कहाँ से, मुझे नहीं मालूम। और शादी जो हमेशा के लिए होती है और ये मेरी चॉइस है ना, मेरे को जबरदस्ती थोड़ा मेरे पेरेंट्स ने शादी कर दी कि नहीं अब तुम्हारी उम्र निकल रही है, तुम शादी कर लो। नहीं।
अगर मैं आपसे एक चीज की रिक्वेस्ट करूं, बहुत छोटा वर्ड है और बहुत गहरा वर्ड है, वो ये है कि what would it feel इस मोमेंट पे अगर मैं आपको बोलता हूँ, how does it feel if I say just forgive yourself?
I'm not able to forgive because
You are not able to? Okay, you are not able to.
50 plus.
Let's not get personal information out here.
I have tried forgiving myself. I have gone to the counselor, coaches, asking how do I do it.
What comes when you say,
to talk to you today. Otherwise, I was not even able to talk. All I was doing was crying and only crying and not able to even put things into the words. That's my problem.
okay,
Now, forgiving, why it doesn't come? I'll tell you why it doesn't come. Because I'm 50 plus. 25 years I have lived this life. 25 years मेरे लौटा दो ना यार, मैं सच्ची में वो गिव कर दूंगी अपने आप को। 25 years मेरे वापस कर दो। वापस कर दो जब मैंने कहा कि मुझे जॉब छोड़नी है, वापस कर दो जब मैंने कहा कि मैंने अपनी सेविंग्स तोड़ के आप लोगों को पैसे दे दिए, वापस कर दो सब कुछ। आज आज मैं कहाँ से लाऊं वो सब, कहाँ से लाऊं? You ask me for money, I give you the money. You ask me anything, आके हमें आके लेके चले जाओ, लेके चलो, हमें डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाओ। Who ever did anything for me? I did it for them, and then they tell me, तुम टॉक्सिक हो। मैं टॉक्सिक हूँ ना, प्लीज मेरे 25 साल वापस लौटा दो, मेरे 25 साल लौटा दो। I'm the toxiest person in this earth. लौटा दो। And I did the house for my brother-in-law. उसकी EMI, उसके डाउन पेमेंट मैंने अपनी सैलरी से दिए। और आप मुझे बोलते हो मैं टॉक्सिक हूँ उनके लिए। उन्होंने मुझे क्या दिया?
इसको ऑब्जॉर्व होने देना, बिल्कुल इंटेलेक्चुअलाइज नहीं करेंगे हम इसके लिए जवाब नहीं सोचेंगे। हम ये कह रहे हैं कि व्हाट हैपन्स इफ आई फॉरगिव माई सेल्फ। हो गई गलती, हो गई, मैं मान लेता हूं आपकी पूरी 25 साल की मेहनत आपकी गलती की वजह से हुई, मैं मान लेता हूं। है या नहीं है वो बाद में बात करेंगे, लेकिन मैं मान लेता हूं कि आपकी गलती हो गई, अब हो गई। नाउ कैन यू फॉरगिव योरसेल्फ? हो गई गलती, इजी, हो गई, मेरे से गलती हो गई, मैं जा रहा था, मेरे से कुछ गलती हो गई, मेरे से, मैं उसके लिए कुछ कर नहीं सकता बिकॉज गलती हो सकती है। आई एम अ ह्यूमन बीइंग एंड आई कैन बी रॉन्ग। आई एम नॉट परफेक्ट, आई एम नॉट अ मशीन।
I'm making a mistake again, no?
At the moment you're only making a mistake because you're not forgiving yourself. That is that is the reason you're getting into the same loop again and again, because you are originating from that belief that I was wrong. I'm saying forgive yourself. एक बार आप मेरे सामने इसी टाइम पे ये कोशिश करो, टेल योरसेल्फ इंटरनली, इफ यू वांट टू से इट आउट लाउड, एक बार कह के देखो आप, यू आर रेजिस्टिंग फॉरगिविंग योरसेल्फ सो मच that you have all the answers just not to be able to somehow forgive yourself. I understand it is not easy. Forget about what happened. I am saying just try to is moment पे. I'm only trying to ask you to forget for a few moments.
How to forgive myself, please? I will do.
Just say this to yourself. आपके अंदर ना एक अभी नोट करना, आईज क्लोज कर लेना, ओके, आईज क्लोज कर लो and visualize there is a young girl sitting inside you and she's crying. Okay, she's crying, and all she is saying is listen to me. And this time what you're going to do is, you are not going to say you're stupid to that girl, that you did wrong, you spent all those 25 years wasting your time. You're not going to say anything of that sort. What you will say is, galti ho gayi but I still love you. And visually, mentally, aankhein band karke hug that girl. Can you do that for me right now? Hug that girl. Do not resist. She's very innocent. She is the purest form of humanity. आप उसे गले लगा लो। For the first time after many years, डरने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो बच्चा इनोसेंट है, वो कुछ नहीं कहेगा आपको। इस टाइम पे पूरे वर्ल्ड में कोई एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता, सिर्फ आप हो और वो छोटी सी बच्ची है। जस्ट हग दैट गर्ल राइट नाउ।
ये नाटक बंद करो, मत रो।
ये बाहर से आवाजें आ रही हैं। हग दैट गर्ल रिगार्डलेस एंड सो टाइट एंड टेल हर दैट आई विल नेवर लीव यू।
सब तो छोटी छोटी बातों में रोने लगती हो।
बोलने दो, जो भी आवाजें आ रही हैं, इग्नोर ऑल ऑफ देम, हग हर टाइटली and do not leave her. ये आपका अपना ही समझ लो बच्चा है, उतना प्यार करते हो आप उसे, इतनी टाइटली पकड़ना कि कोई उसे आपसे छीन ना पाए। and tell her that you are safe now. I'm with you.
बोला ना कि बच्चे को हम ले लेंगे, तुम तो अच्छी मदर नहीं
ये
हो।
सब आवाजें बाहर से आ रही हैं, ये सब बाहर से आवाजें आ रही हैं. All you need to do is ignore and hug that kid. Do that right away. Do that right away. Hug that girl. For the first time in many, many years, today you are getting reintroduced to yourself. छोड़ना नहीं है इसको. इसको बोलो मैं तेरा साथ कभी नहीं छोड़ूंगी. I'm with you. I am asking you to hug that girl, please. Can you do that? Everyone else is outside you. Your father is outside you. All your relatives are outside you. That girl is inside you. Hug that girl. She needs it more than anything else. Do not resist it. Do not give excuses because of anything else. Just hug that girl. It is much needed right now. Love her. Give her that support. Tell her that I'll be with you all the time. I will never leave you. I will never call you stupid. I will never blame you for anything. I understand whatever happened was not your fault. Tell her this. And for the first time, this girl is feeling safe. In many, many years, this girl is feeling acknowledged.
Manipulative, and if I'm smart, I will not feel safe if I'm stupid.
Let that girl feel it. बाहर की बहुत सारी आवाजें हैं, हम उन सारी आवाजों को इग्नोर करना चाह रहे हैं. आप सिर्फ एक उस छोटे बच्चे पे ध्यान दो और कुछ मत सोचो. All of this is resistance not to hug her. Stop blaming her. She was an innocent kid. जितना उसको पता था उसने उस हिसाब से जो बेस्ट कर सकती थी वो उसने किया.
जैसे उसको डराया, वो क्यों नहीं डरा सकती कि तुम भी चुप रहो?
तो आप उसका साथ दो. तो आप उसका साथ दो.
बोलो ना, जैसे मुझे बोला मैं चुप रही, जैसे तुम भी चुप रहो ना प्लीज. हमको क्यों नहीं डर लगता इस बात से?
आप सिर्फ उस बच्चे पे ध्यान दो. उस बच्चे को सबसे ज्यादा आपकी जरूरत है, जो आपके अंदर बैठा है. That innocent kid, it is not her fault. She did the best she could. You are calling her stupid for no reason. You were told, but you are not going to say this to her. You can be told of many things. आप उस बच्चे को नहीं कह सकते because she is an innocent kid. आप उस बच्चे को हग करो और उसके साथ बैठो और assure her that I'll be with you regardless. कोई तुझे stupid बोले, careless, worthless, कुछ भी बोले, I'm not going to leave you. And then you tell me what happens. मेरे को बाहर की आवाजें मत बताओ आप मुझे ये बताओ वो बच्चा क्या कहता है. Most likely, for the first time, this kid would feel heard and safe and allowed and permitted to be a human being. And she deserves it. But you are not allowing that kid to feel safe because आपको बाहर की चीजों में ज्यादा ध्यान आ रहा है. I am requesting you to be with that girl. Don't leave that girl. Be with that girl. आपका इस संसार में और कोई नहीं है इतना अपना जितना ये बच्चा आपका है. ये बच्चा आपके बाहर नहीं है, ये आपके अंदर ही है. वो डरा बैठा था और अब आपको उसको ये समझाना है कि डरने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं तेरे साथ हूं. आई विल प्रोटेक्ट यू नो मैटर व्हाट हैपेंस. Whatever happened, I'm with you right now.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
क्या फीलिंग आती है? Blank? Okay. Blank is good. Blank is good. And what does that kid say to you now? Don't leave me.
Like this.
You like this. Okay.
Stay like this.
Stay like this. Don't go away. Okay. Is this a better state for you to be living in? Do you like this state more? Or the state you were in? अब इस फोन कॉल के बाद आई वुड अर्ज यू, आप 10, 15 मिनट, 20 मिनट, जितना भी आप टाइम निकाल सकते हो, जस्ट स्टे close to this girl in silence. Do not get disturbed. And just give her the time, whatever time you can give. And whenever you feel that you are getting overwhelmed with these emotions, just go inside and hug that girl. That's it. मैं आपको बहुत ज़्यादा आपके लिए कुछ नहीं कह रहा हूँ. Just go inside and visualize hugging that girl. That's it.
I think also because I talking a long time.
Yeah.
It also makes me feel light because I couldn't cry. I can't cry. I have to be strong. I have to be perfect. I have to be smart.
Correct.
I cannot cry. So I think that crying also makes me feel better.
Also that you met yourself after a very long time. अभी तक आप जिससे मिल रहे थे, रोज अपने आप को आईने में देख रहे थे, that was an image of what other people have told you. But for the first time, after a very long time, not for the first time, but I would say after a very long time, you met yourself and you love yourself. And when you meet yourself, you don't have any expectations. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be anything.
I used to love myself.
Today also,
You used to love me before all this happened.
Forget about what happened. Today also, you love yourself. It is evident right now. I can see it in your voice. I can feel it right now in the energy. Correct? The love was never gone. The love can never go. It can only be covered with filth, which other people give us. But that love never goes.
You're right. That's the reason I got the strength to get back whatever I reclaimed, whatever was lost. A lot of it I reclaimed.
Correct.
I got back to work. I got back to doing things which I like doing and not asking for others whether I should do it or not do it.
Sure.
And I started speaking for myself.
I'm super glad. Now, ma'am, I would ask you for your consent. This might go online, but nobody knows your name and nobody knows who you are. So, is that convenient with you? It is okay? Can you say that loudly so that I...
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for being there.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate you opening up. But whenever you get time, this is my request to you, my urge to you. This is the homework. This is the duty. This is the responsibility you have.
And I'll get back to you with how I feel.
I would love that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take your guidance into some for what are the next steps.
Sure. Always welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.